What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. It is Friday, June 17th. Maggie, it has been a very, very quiet week in the world of professional wrestling.
I have
So
no idea what we're gonna
talk
do
about
the show for.
the next hour and a half, it's going to be really quiet. But no, it's not. It has been one hell of a week. Um, damn. It started out. It started out with like the Jeff Hardy news, and then Sasha Banks, and then we went from that to Vince McMahon, and now everything else has just hit the fan. It's the best way to put it.
Yes.
Uh,
Justin Roberts said it himself.
yeah, he said it. Yep, perfect. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the craziest thing to say is, well, I woke up this morning and I saw that was like one of the first things I saw, like that came up on my phone was the report about Vince McMahon stepping down. I had to look at it twice. I'm like, okay, well, holy crap. That's what I was not expecting. But then I saw that he was going to stay on as creative, and it's like, well, okay, whatever. That sucks. But that's when I officially knew. I'm like, damn it, I am going to SmackDown now. So I am going to SmackDown tonight. I live in Minnesota, so I was originally going to skip it because I had some family things going on, but they're all gonna be drinking and playing golf, and I don't play golf and I don't drink, so they go do their thing and I'll go do my thing, is what I said.
Yes.
But it will be a very interesting night, and I really just can't believe how this all started. You know, I shouldn't say I can't believe it because it's Vince. He there's a lot of history about some of the things he's done behind the scenes throughout the WWF days, WWE. Lots of rumors and speculation and stuff like that. The $3 million hush money, for that to come out when it did, wow. And for there to be an investigation because of the funds that were used, that just, I guess the easiest way to say it just shocked. But it was like one of those things where I just couldn't really, like, I believed it, but I didn't in a way expect it to be like from the Wall Street Journal, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect out of everybody for a Vince McMahon story to break like that. But it makes sense because it's dealing with money, and it all came through whoever spoke, whoever broke the story. It sounded like it was a friend or a colleague of this person, and we won't say their name.
That's all we're saying?
Yeah. Well, yeah, basically they're the ones that talk to the media, it sounded like, or at least let it out. And then WWE came out and said that they're investigating it after reporters went to them. And basically that's when everything hit the fan. As, like you said earlier, Justin Roberts said. Maggie, what was your first, like, thought? Because I know I sent you a DM right after, and you're like, I'm working, what's it say? And I'm like, here's a screenshot.
Okay, like my first thought is, can't believe you haven't asked me how I was today.
Well, I'm sorry.
First of all, I'm gonna tell you how
yeah, that's next. I just want to get your first.
Okay, like, guys, leave a thumbs up on the video, please. Leave a comment and send us a super chat if you want your question right on the air. We're also live on Twitch, which is pretty exciting. I have no idea how Twitch works, but but it's okay. So my thoughts. I have one question. Like, and feel free to say I'm a stupid person because I don't get it. But like, why would you pay someone money to hide the fact that you've had a consensual, intimate relationship? Like, let me like nothing remains hidden in life. Like nothing whatsoever. Everything comes out sooner or later. Like, would you rather have a story out that you've cheated on your wife, or did you bribe someone not to talk about it?
Yeah.
Like, it's especially if you're Vince McMahon. Like, you can expect something like that to remain hidden for the rest of eternity. And like, newsflash, people cheat in marriages. I'm not saying that it's good. I hate it. Like, it shouldn't happen. Like, unless it's an open marriage or whatever. Like, but this, like, I suppose that's not the case, because why would you pay someone money to hide the fact that you had a consensual relationship? Like, it's, if I were Vince McMahon, I would much rather, because I think that, like, we all know Vince is not a saint, right? Like, and that's putting it mildly.
Yeah.
Like, over the years, like, stuff has come out, and I I feel like people believing that he's never done a thing like that will be like kind of naive, if I
Yeah.
can say that. So why would you do, like, why? Like, someone explain it to me, because this is the first thing that popped into my head.
Yeah. That's the thing that I found rather crazy. But as I continued to read the story, when John Laurinaitis got involved with part of the story, that's when I saw that's when it. Okay, well, from a lot, see, none of this really makes sense at all, like you're saying, but from a from a from a horrible like way to look at it is that's where I see where they came up with the money idea, because Vince kind of just, the way they made it sound is just passed her off. I mean, that's basically the
Yeah,
way they.
that's
That's awful. I
that's the
mean,
disgusting part.
yeah, that, I mean, that's absolutely awful, and that, um, I think that's probably where the payoff part came into play,
Yes.
because I've heard a lot of people, and it's obvious that a lot of people have done less in companies. Like we've seen a lot of CEOs recently, who have done a lot less, be forced to resign, and yeah, it's very interesting. But before we go on, Maggie, how you doing?
Well, it was a bit forced, but I'll
Yeah,
bite.
yeah. It took me a
Well,
while. 8 minutes into the show, I finally got
8 minutes
there.
into the show. Well, I've had a horrible day,
I
Rob.
know, and I'm sorry.
Like, I know. Like, I'm not gonna talk about the stuff that made me cry at fucking 9 a.m. My time.
Yeah.
But like, the most newsworthy thing that happened to me today was that a beer case fell on top of my head today. And
Oh,
uh it's like, I'm fine. Like, I've said it a bunch of times, I'm made out of steel, and I always survive stuff like that. But like, it's really, really swollen and really, really huge. I wanted to have my bangs up for the show, because I haven't washed my hair, and it's disgusting, and it's awful. But I actually have to, to hide it, because it's gruesome. I hope that by tomorrow it's turned black and and blue, because it will at least look a little badass. And just now it looks like a second head.
oof.
I don't need that. Like, I have a big forehead as it is. Like, I don't need a second one. So
I
so
don't.
this, like, to top it all off, like, I've never had a day off. in 5 years now.
Yeah.
And a case fell on top of my head, and I was like, "Is this bar trying to get rid of me?"
Well, you do have a day coming on, like a day off here soon, right?
Yeah, Sunday.
Sunday. There you go. You're gonna make it. Maybe we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully, it's not a keg.
Like maybe the whole bar falls on top of me tomorrow.
Man.
I don't have any.
Man. Well,
So getting back to Vince.
Yeah. Well, we do have some super chats. Let's go ahead. Our friend Tom Talks Rubbish says, "Just here to say hi." Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Tom. And Tom will be interviewing me.
Yeah.
This upcoming Monday. And please, guys, like because of this whole newsworthy thing, like send in your questions you want me to answer on his podcast, please. Like to me, not to him. No, to him, not to me.
Yeah. Send them to Tom, and I'll make sure after the show to try to retweet his tweet where he's telling people to ask us questions.
Yes.
Ryan Sullivan, being a jackass, sends this tweet, super chat rather. Maggie, how are you? See, Rob, so easy.
Hey, we love Ryan.
Oh, we definitely love him, but I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to make me look bad, and he knows I love him. But come on, I'm kidding, Ryan. That was me saying you're number one. So that's all. Yeah, you're number one. That's all. But I think that's it for super chats, which that might have been the last one we get from Ryan. So see, oh no, he says Rob gets me. There we go. So we're good.
Yeah, okay.
But there we go. Hey, D-Lo Diggs. Hi to my two favorite people. D-Lo's. Did you know D-Lo's a wrestler? Did you know that? He's an independent wrestler.
He is? Well, yeah. That's kind of putting me on the spot there. No, I did not, and I'm sorry for not knowing that, D-Lo. Like, jeez. Way to go. Yep. What's your finisher?
Yeah, what's your finishing move? I've looked him up on YouTube. But I don't remember.
Wow, I did not expect that. Yeah. You're incredibly pixelated for me.
What else is new?
Oh, what? Us having technical difficulties?
Well, it's me having technical difficulties because I'm showing my connection's fine, but
I'm sure it'll get fixed on Fightful Select. We'll be joined by the incredible Jackie.
Yeah.
And we'll talk a lot about FTR, I suppose. Like positive things, unlike this show right now.
So
send all your love to Jackie. So going back to Vince.
Yeah. Going back to Vince.
You're fine now, by the way.
Okay.
But you froze. Okay.
Son of a...
Oh, no, you're unfrozen.
Okay. Let's see what we can do today. So we know Vince is voluntarily stepping back as the CEO. Stephanie McMahon, who, what was that, 2-3 weeks ago, says she was going to take some time away to be with family. And then... all of a sudden she's back. She's taking over her father's spot, like as far as like the chairman and CEO, or she'll be the interim CEO. So I don't know if we probably had some people who were watching Sean like before we came on the air, where he was talking about a couple of things, and he was talking about how Stephanie is loved in the company, and
I love the fact that she is like Stephanie.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, it's
best slap in the business.
Yeah. So, there's Jackie. Yeah. So yeah, she'll be on later. But yeah, she does have the best slap in the business. But yeah, so Stephanie's going to be back. I mean, she's not going to be running the show, obviously, because Vince is supposedly still doing that. But we'll see how long that lasts, because I think once it starts, if this starts affecting advertising amongst other things, I think we'll start seeing some more pressure on Vince, because I think it's one thing that Sean said when he was talking a few minutes ago is Vince always has a fall guy, and I think it's obvious that the fall guy in this is definitely going to be John Laurinaitis, Johnny Ace. So I think that's coming, pretty soon.
Display Brandon Brown's chat internally. Like I want to see it all the time. Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I love that. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah.
That means a lot to us. Yeah, I will. I'm going off topic here, but I will be asking this question to Jackie. This will be one because I have a lot. I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm curious as well. I wonder. So about the Vince and okay, so Stephanie stepping in, I think is the right decision.
Yep.
Like her like a couple of weeks ago stepping back makes you wonder, you know?
Yeah, it made me wonder too. Like I'm kind of like, that seems kind of fishy.
And and we talked about it on the show as well. But like I said that having in mind that her husband recently had a thing, you know, it's understandable for her to want to spend time with her family. But like now it makes sense, you know. Like I'm not saying that that was the case, but it's like it's right there. And Vince stepping off is a good decision. I'll tell you what's not a good decision. Being fucking live today on SmackDown. Yeah. Like that's not a good decision. First, like no good will come out of it. The only good that will come out of this will be ratings. Like because I am Kyle, hi.
Yeah, no, I knew you did that, so I just thought I'm like, let's see if I can get her to go off topic for 1 second.
Yeah, because like I'm sure that this is only for ratings purposes only. Like it's I don't get why else would you do that? Because there's no good thing that will come out of this. Like imagine if Vince McMahon will be tone deaf enough to turn this into a storyline, because this will be horrible. Like it's at some point, like we all know how I think he's lost it, like during because I don't know if it's old age or the fact that he wants to carry this company for like years before and for years to come. Yeah. And I don't know if he took a lot of responsibility upon his shoulders, not to mention the fact that he like, oh, I'm going on the show, let me tear off this script again, you know, like real quick. I'm pretty sure that they can teach someone else to tear scripts before shows. Like I'm pretty sure that like someone else can do that. And like seeing Vince the last couple of years, like he looks exhausted as fuck, you know? Like I think that this whole thing is getting to him a lot. Like, and I'm not trying to condone anything he's done or what he apparently is doing right now, but like maybe I don't know, like looking back, like the last couple of months, what Vince has done, like he did a sit down interview, like he with Pat McAfee, like he actually traveled to Pat McAfee's set, not like to do it on Zoom or whatever. He traveled, you know, and then he had a match on WrestleMania. Like he makes this, everything makes you wonder, was he aware that this was going to happen? Like, was this a swan song? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm wondering a lot of stuff right now. But like, I don't think it's a good idea to come on your show and just be like, there's one thing that I'm looking forward to, and that's hearing the crowd's reaction. That this is the only thing I want to hear. Like, and if there's I suppose there's a possibility that it will be pre-taped and they just play it on the Titantron, you know, on the big screen. I suppose that's a thing too. Like I don't know if they actually said that he'll be physically in the ring.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a thing.
That's what I was gonna say. Like I think because that's the thing. Like if he goes out there, that's just gonna be like, he's going to get booed like crazy. I mean, he's just going to get, it's just going to be awful. I told Sean I'm going to try to get an exclusive with him this morning.
Oh yeah, good luck with that.
I go, it might not be Vince McMahon, but it might be somebody named Vince, though, at least.
And actually, someone in the chat makes a good point. Like, will they mute the crowd, or if they want to pipe in crowd noises, what crowd noises are they going to pipe in?
Yeah.
Like, this is awesome. No, hell no,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
Or this is awkward.
Yeah, that's what.
It's like,
that's what I could see. Like, I just think.
is there gonna be stone silence? Like what? Like
I don't know.
I suppose that the thing, like, negative reaction is still a reaction. If you get boos, you get reactions. Like, this counts as a reaction. But what if the crown is still silent? Because this will be like the biggest slap in the face ever. Because, like, and I suppose that there will be dumbass people in the crowd going,
Well, I mean, I'm there, so yeah, but I don't. I mean, I don't know if I'll be doing that, but I mean, I definitely won't be doing that to Vince, but yeah, and I do see a lot of the comments in the chat, and I would just want to say thank you very much for all the love. That means the world to me, so thank you. Yeah, so thank you very much for everything. That.
oh yeah, they might be chanting "you fucked up." Like that's yeah.
Yep, that I could see. I mean, I definitely could see that, and but yeah, it's going to be interesting, and I really hope somebody. I mean, the best thing that could happen is if somebody changes their mind, like gets. It's doubtful it'll happen, but I'm hoping somebody can convince Vince for once to change his mind on something. I don't think it'd be wise to put
Who's
him
that
on.
person? Is it Stephanie? Because I don't think Stephanie.
I think it could be. I think there's a few people it could be. I do think it could be Stephanie to an extent. I think it could be Bruce Pritchard, Kevin Dunn.
Kevin Dunn, yeah, okay.
I don't think it's. Maybe it could be Nick Khan.
Yeah.
I don't think it's. I mean, well, we know it's not going to be Triple H. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, we named all the powerful people that would be back there, and that's not going to be Frank Riddick, who their other big guy is. But
no one's talking about Linda.
Yeah, well, Linda, she's. I mean, that's the thing. It sucks, like for her, but they haven't really.
We have no idea what their status is.
Yeah.
We have no idea what their relationship is. Like this is probably the reason no one mentions her, and that's fine. Yeah. That's absolutely fine. But like, can she talk to Vince? Like,
I don't know. Like, and that's the thing. Who knows if she's even talking to him? And the other person that could do it is, and I doubt it because of what just like happened at the Royal Rumble. But it could maybe.
Are you talking about Colonel McSweaty Bollocks?
Yeah, but well, no. What I'm saying is, it would have to be somebody else like with him. But I mean, it might be like a brother sister type thing where they have to both talk to their dad. But I think it could be like one of those things where.
Well, you're insinuating that they've never done this before, and I suppose they have. Like, Vince has done pretty bad shit in his life, and I suppose that I truly believe that Shane O'Mac and Stephanie have talked mutually with Vince at some point of their lives. Like, if this is the first time, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, and maybe there's, I guess, from a and there might be even some wrestlers that could talk, not there now, that could do it, but I can see.
If there's anyone, I suppose it can be as of late Roman Reigns, maybe, or I'm aware that The Rock can be really persuasive. So why not him and The Rock have
Yeah, I can see that. That's actually who I was going to say. I go, if you're looking for a talent that could do it, I could see it being The Rock, and maybe John Cena. I could see John Cena being one to talk him out of doing it. And
Yeah,
this is
but
a good.
imagine having Mr. Popularity and Mr. I Can Do No Wrong, that is John Cena, now being able to talk Vince out of something, and
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too, and
it's gonna
yeah,
make Vince McMahon look bad, not John Cena, because John Cena isn't. Yeah,
that's another. The Undertaker could be one
yes,
too.
Jackie is right. The Undertaker, yeah, like
Yeah.
having in mind that Vince cried tears, actual
Yeah.
tears, during his documentary. Yeah, but like,
Yeah. It's interesting, and it's. I know a lot of people like have speculated that Tony, like not Tony, Nick. I've seen a lot of the tweets. People have said, "Well, Nick Khan's the one that's like sharing all these stories," and it's just like, okay,
oh,
like,
like let's no,
yeah,
like we're not gonna like
yeah,
let's not give airtime to those like kinds of
yeah,
like it's stupid. Like
yeah. Oh, it
I
is, and I was gonna say, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I just like I really hate it in those sorts of situations where something big happens and like focusing on the wrong thing. Like don't like what the fuck? Who cares? Like who got like
That,
who
and
leaked the information?
yeah,
I don't give a
yeah.
fuck
And
who
that's
did
like
it.
what I was gonna say, that makes us just like shows that people are not smart about this. Is why the hell would he do it? He's like already like all the way up to the top, so it doesn't make any damn sense for him to like say, "Hey, Vince, get out." It doesn't make any sense for, in my opinion. But um,
So having that in mind, do they sell with that? Like imagine Disney buying WWE after such a
I think the
like
price went down.
Disney is a family company,
Yeah,
like it's a yeah,
the
and
price went down for sure.
I'm sure I can buy it.
Yeah,
Guys, let me know. Let me
yeah.
know where you want me to book. Like
We
I'm a
will.
bartender from Bulgaria. I make like $300 a month. I can buy it.
We could do a what crowdfund or whatever. Let's do one of those. We'll buy the Fed.
The Fed.
The Fed.
I hate that. The
The
Fed.
Fed. uh, but it's just absolutely crazy, and the and the like the other thing too is the headaches aren't over. Another like law firm is investigating them, their board of directors for breach of duties. And the thing is sometimes you look at these law firms that do this, like after a company gets in trouble, like sometimes you start seeing a lot of other companies you get a lot of law firms just going after companies because they know they can make money and stuff. Well, the law firm that's talking about going after them now is a law firm by the name of Scott and Scott Law Firm. Now, the thing is this law firm is actually like one of the highest highest rated law firms in the country, in the United States. So that's going to be interesting to see what they find out in this. And there's other things too. Like you look at how the stocks looked. Like Kevin Dunn got rid of some stocks, and that made it look really suspicious the other day.
Who
And
else sold stocks? I feel like someone else.
I don't
My
know.
memory
Like,
sucks, so
yeah, I mean
I don't remember.
they all sell. I mean they've all sold stuff like within like in not too far, like not too long ago in a time frame. But I know like the one with Kevin Dunn made it just look really really like suspicious.
Suspicious, yeah.
Yeah, and who knows? Like that's the thing about I could go into politics about that because that's a whole different thing. But um, we'll have to see what happens there.
So I feel like there's like another thing uh we may want to mention. Like if something like this came out, like I'm I'm almost sure that other stuff will come out because people feel comfortable talking about it now,
Yeah,
and
and
people may actually feel like their voices will be heard
yeah,
now. Because remember that Nia Jax tweet.
Yep. And there's other things like out there, the Ashley Massaro story that do you know about that story? Where she was on an army base and for WWE when they were doing the tribute to the troops, and she was she said she was raped, and basically she was raped and basically from everything that I've read and understand, Vince and WWE tried to do their best to cover it up. And if
Is this a legit story?
Yeah, and I'm sure people in chat can verify that that's been reported. David Bixenspan's, I think, done stories on it, or he's talked about it. And I'm sure people in chat have heard about that before. Another person, like Corey said, Rita Charlton, or Chatterton, I thought it was Charlton, but whatever. Chatterton's story is another person that she was a female referee in the 80s. She accused Vince of rape. So there's a lot of history, and I mean there's a I've always liked the term where there's smoke, there's fire, you know.
I know we're talking about Twin Peaks right now.
Yeah. So, but there's definitely other things, and that's why they're investigating. They've said they're investigating. The board of directors said they're doing their investigation because they've uncovered other things too. Will those come out? I think they eventually will. How bad are those? I'm willing to bet they're pretty bad if they got covered up.
Things look incredibly dark right now, so it's
and I see
and this is incredibly unfortunate because I don't want them to fail. Like I want everything to be handled properly, but I don't want any repercussions for the wrestlers themselves. And I suppose that if they don't feel comfortable working in that sort of environment, I hope if they ask to be released, they get released.
Yeah, and this is what Kyle said.
Stop saying that word, guys. Like it's an awful word. Like say, I don't know, like sexual assault.
Yeah. Ashley was okay.
Yeah, assaulted.
Sodomized by someone from the army, and Vince did not want to ruin the relationship with the tribute to the troops show. So they basically covered it up. Then that's exactly what it was. He did not want to ruin things, and there was more behind this. I don't know if she got. I'm willing to. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I don't know what. I'm just saying it wouldn't surprise me if there was money thrown behind that, you know. I don't know.
That's just speculation. Like it's
that's speculation. And that poor woman, she committed suicide like a couple of years ago, and I
did not know that.
Yeah.
Go to show you, I did not know that.
Yeah, she committed suicide, and I just hope that it had. I just hope that had nothing to do with it, but it's hard to. Obviously, we don't know.
Yeah.
And then that's a whole different show. Like I could just do a show on Vince McMahon alleged things, so we're gonna move on from that. But the one thing that I found interesting today too was what Pat McAfee said. He talked about on his show that nobody knew Vince would appear on SmackDown when he asked. So it was like Friday morning. Pat McAfee, I'm gonna read the exact quote that we have on FIFO.com. Pat McAfee said this verbatim. He goes, "Some massive news came out of WWE this morning. I addressed some early headlines yesterday about me having no idea about any of this coming or happening or ever taking place. This morning, Stephanie McMahon is now the interim CEO and interim chairwoman. Tonight on SmackDown, Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, will be appearing. This is going to be wild. I have no idea what's happening when I fly into Minneapolis, Minnesota this afternoon. I have Charles Barkley here to start the day, and then I'm headed to Minnesota with obviously a company that has been around for a very long time, and I've been a fan of for basically my entire life. And it's one of the biggest, most crucial times in history, and I'm going to be right there. My life is a glitch in the simulation. I understand that. Just like everybody else, I have no idea what's happening tonight. I've sent out a couple of texts with the tweet from WWE saying Mr. McMahon will appear, and I'm like, how is this going in? The response I got was, nobody knew this was happening. What a night. So,
he had Charles Barkley on his show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Jesus, I need to watch that.
Yeah. Oh, Charles Barkley's. I think he's had Charles Barkley on there a couple of times. Charles Barkley's amazing.
I don't know. I don't watch the Pat McAfee shows. Like like they talk a lot about football, and it's the wrong kind of football because it's American football, and I don't know anything about it. You know.
Yeah. No. I get that. So, yeah. So that's something like that just caught my attention, and I knew, like, if I just kind of said what he said, that's why I read it for verbatim, because I wouldn't do any justice, like just saying this is what he said, this is what he said. It was just
I kind of want to hear him say that, because his voice.
Oh yeah. I did. Yeah, I absolutely love that guy. He's so good.
He makes commentary listenable. Like it's if that's a word even. Like it's you always you never mute SmackDown, like, ever.
Yeah. Well, since we're already like talking about SmackDown, so right now we know that McMahon will make an appearance tonight.
The train wreck will happen.
Yeah. And we don't know yet if it's live or if it's just
going to be a train wreck or a bigger train wreck.
Yeah, it's just going to be a train wreck. And what's fascinating about that train wreck, I hope it's not. There is a transit station like right by the Target Center, so I hope it's not like right there. So Vince will be appearing on SmackDown, whether it's live or taped. I'm hoping taped. That will happen. Max Dupree will reveal his first Maximum Male model.
It's gonna be Vince.
Oh Jesus, that would not. God. Oh man. And then you have Roman Reigns defending his title against Matt Riddle. And I did this preview about an hour ago, so I don't know if they've added anything since. I assume we'll probably see Xavier Woods versus Sheamus or something like that.
Or whatever.
Yeah. So we'll get that for the 37th time in 34 weeks. So then you have
or Madcap Moss against
we have that. I forgot about that. Madcap Moss versus Happy Corbin in a
wait. There's this on the show. Like, I was just giving you, like, I was messing around. Is this on the show?
Yeah, it's a laugh last match. Laugh last match, I think is what they're calling it.
You have this on your show after, like, the real story with Vince McMahon happens. You have a last laugh match?
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I don't know if that's going to be a dark match or what, because I assume, because Madcap Moss was on a local radio station here, and he talked about like he was going to be wrestling at the Target Center, and he said that was the match. So maybe that's not. Maybe it's a dark match. I don't know, but I know he is wrestling. So
you're making me curse the fact that I can't smoke cigarettes on the show.
Well, yeah. I mean, that'd be interesting though. It'd be. One thing I do want to try is I'd like, when I do eventually try edibles, I would love to do them on the show.
Why would you do that?
Because I think it'd be hilarious, and I think people would think it would be hilarious too.
I've never tried edibles in my life.
Well, I know. I've seen people do it, and I think we'll see what happens.
Well, it must be on select. It's
Yeah, that'd probably be
you
wise.
you have to pay that. You have to put that
Yeah,
by the payroll. Like
paywall. Yep.
yeah.
That might be worth it right there to go.
Yeah,
How the
yes.
hell do we
And
get?
guys, let me just remind you guys that I do have a really interesting and funny dog story. And I mentioned this on the air like a couple of episodes ago. I will not share that story for less than $300. Just throw just throwing that out there. Like this used to be my first date story. Like I will tell this story to like people I'm on a first date with, and if they handle that story, like it's gonna be okay. But if they got up and walk away, it's okay. Like it's good riddance. Like
I don't know. That scares the hell out of me. So
yeah, like so like guys, send us your super chats.
yeah.
Like send us $300
Yeah.
worth of super chat just so I can tell that story.
Yeah, and do us a huge favor. Hit that like button. That helps us a lot. And leave a comment. That even helps us out big time, too. And if you leave a comment, I will respond, or at least Maggie will respond. One of us will respond. So, Soupy causing some trouble here. Look at this.
It's not that, but like I know where you're going, Mark,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna bite.
Soupy, for $300, I'll go on a first date with you, buddy.
Yeah, there you go.
So, yeah, hell. So, I mean, hell, let's just call it $100. You got me. I'm cheap.
Jesus.
I am. I'm really cheap.
This used to be a wrestling show.
It used to be. And like that's the thing. Like I noticed, like when we were talking about Vince, it was like we usually just like laugh and laugh during the show, and this time it's just
it got incredibly serious and
like where were we going then? Maybe I think that's because we're like perverted, I guess. Then I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Like we're gonna spoil our audience.
Yeah. We're definitely the biggest, like, we're like perverts, I guess you'd say, for Fightful.
I'm really insulted at the fact that Blue Chew haven't, like, messaged me yet.
Yeah, that needs to happen.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one thing I will not, I won't show how that worked on the air. That's one thing I can say. I won't do that.
No one mentioned that, Rob. Why would you say
Well, I'm just saying, it would be interesting if somebody did. It's like, hey, I tried it on the air, and I won't do that on Select either. Like,
You can try it on the air and not say anything.
Never mind. No. Well, how about we just...
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. People, oh, God. There we go. Now we're back to normal.
Are we though?
Well, for us, it's normal.
Yeah.
Sure. We're gonna. I wasn't expecting us to get to this part yet, but Dynamite was pretty good this week. What do you think of Dynamite?
Oh yes, Dynamite. Oh Jesus. It was an amazing show. Like guys, we usually start the show with an intro, and for the last couple of weeks, the intro was me reacting to like various shows. And the show will end with my reactions for Dynamite. And I'm sorry, I'm just incredibly funny, and even I cracked myself up and with some of these. Like it's
Yeah, you're right. Corey's right though. They did it's like let's move on. I don't know.
Never mind. So Dynamite. Like I think I can speak for both of us. Like Dax versus Dolph Lundgren was a hell of a match. I'm not calling him like Will Ospreay. That's Dolph's son.
Dolph's son. Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Dolph Lundgren film?
Of course not. Like my mom probably has because she loves I have no idea why. But like I've seen a lot of Dolph Lundgren movies, and I have no idea what any of them are called.
Oh, well,
because they're so like the same, Like
Yeah.
it's
Well,
like like the old school action movies, which
yeah.
are just totally
Well,
I like the one that he got like the he
oh, that
got
one. Yeah.
his enemies' ears as souvenirs, and he just went out. I'm
Oh,
all ears.
Universal Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh
that
yeah. Sure. Like
that's
yeah.
one of my favorites. That's
Yeah.
actually my favorite Dolph line. That one and Showdown and Little Tokyo are two of my favorites. Plus, he was good in like Rocky 2
Oh, he
or
was good
Rocky
in
3.
Rocky. Yeah.
Yeah, or 4. I don't know. Rocky, one of the damn Rocky movies. All there's
They're the same.
yeah, they're like Fast and the Furious. I think now. I think they're at like Rocky number 34. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I love that match, Dax Harwood, and we're gonna have like a huge Dax Harwood fan on Fightful After Dark or Fightful After Dark, Coexisting After Dark. Yeah,
Fistful after dark.
yeah. Wow, I remember that.
Yeah.
That yeah, Jesus. Yeah. But anyways, I absolutely love the.
How we guys are like.
Yeah, you guys know it's the newer viewers that are going to have a problem with this. Yeah, he did do Kindergarten Cop too.
Did he?
I think
like,
so.
I love Kindergarten Cop. Like it's a pretty fun movie.
Yeah.
Like it's not the tumor. It's not the tumor.
Boys have penises, girls have vaginas. I still say that, and I'm 40.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah. So that match was absolutely my favorite of the whole show. That it was just awesome, and that's one thing I did want to mention about that match is I've seen a lot of people talk about Dax Harwood potentially being Wrestler of the Year, and I'm all for it right now. Like half the year.
I'm gonna need someone to check up on Jackie if that ever happens.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she'll be okay. I hope. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious in chat what you guys think about that. I'm sure some people have heard about some people hearing Dax Harwood for that, and I got to be honest, he's had some solid matches, like his singles matches and even his tag team matches have been fantastic.
Yes.
So.
As opposed to Will Ospreay having a match with Orange Cassidy at Forbidden Door, like I don't hate it. Like it's probably gonna be match of the year. Like
it could be fantastic. I wasn't expecting it.
I loved Orange Cassidy against Pac, so I don't know why people are so mad about this match. Like I know because it's Forbidden Door and probably you want to have a more like I've seen a lot of serious Will Ospreay matches the last couple of months. Like we all know that he's one of the best wrestlers out there. Might not be a good person, like he might be a piece of shit. I'm not commenting on that. But I don't mind seeing him against Orange Cassidy, and like I'm sure that they will surprise us. Like seriously, Orange Cassidy against Pac was one of my favorite matches ever. It was like so incredibly hilarious and hard hitting. Like you don't get that in wrestling these days. Like well, in American wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's probably gonna be a great match.
Yeah. I think
the Bucks are new champs. Like, it may be an unpopular opinion, but I'm actually really happy about that.
Yeah, I was fine with it.
I'm completely fine. I'm sorry for interrupting you for the 30th time. Like this makes I've mentioned this on the show on numerous occasions. I want to see Proud and Powerful become tag team champions. And them defeating the Young Bucks is the way to go here. Because imagine the pop. I don't know if Proud and Powerful ever beat the Bucks. My memory sucks. Did they do it once? I think they've done it.
I think they have. But
yeah. But like imagine the pop in Brooklyn or
at Grand Slam if they do that.
Yes, like this, it writes itself. Having in mind that if Proud and Powerful move the fuck on from Chris Jericho already, because I hate that. And yeah. And by the way, Ortiz is pulling off the bald head like a pro.
Yeah.
Like he's yeah. Like I was so mad that Jericho won that match. Like incredibly pissed off. But like the fact that Ortiz made it look so badass, like shaving his head, I was fine. I was fine with that. But like I was really furious because I really wanted to see a bald Jericho.
Yeah. 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 No, I agree. And what I'm doing right now is looking to see if they've ever beaten them.
Ever beat the
Yeah.
Young Bucks? Yeah,
Yeah. They beat them in a,
like 2-on-2. I'm asking for a two on
oh,
two
well,
match.
actually, I don't think they have in a two
Like
on two.
it's yeah. Like I remember being incredibly annoyed at the fact that you have Proud and Powerful on
Yeah.
your show and not having them win. Having in mind the way they debuted in AEW
Yeah.
was yeah was
They've
with that.
never, I don't, yeah, they've never beaten them in two on two. So,
Yeah, so there you go.
and damn, that would be a hell of a match, too.
It
Just,
was like you cannot go wrong with the Young Bucks versus Santana and Ortiz. I wanted to, I'm not saying that they need to take their time with it because I don't think they do, because they should have been tag champs by now. Like
yeah.
surely they must have been. And I think it's a missed opportunity. But like, how can you have Jurassic Express be tag team champions before Santana and Ortiz? Now that the Christian Cage turned on Jungle Boy, it makes sense in this sense of things
Yeah.
because like it's you have a reason to, you lost your belts and now you're a piece of shit, so I'm gonna beat the crap out of you.
Yeah.
So it's I get it why, like if putting the titles on Jurassic Express was for the purpose of having this important Christian Cage turn, that I'm okay, but like it wasn't this memorable, like I felt like it was too early. I'm not saying that they're not gonna be tag champs anymore, because sure, like I pretty much enjoy that, but like doing the Christian Cage thing is was a good way to transition it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I would agree with that. I thought they did it the right way to get them to lose the title. And I love that,
Oh,
I,
super! Like Mark helps us once again. At Full Gear 2019, Proud and Powerful beat the Bucks. Was that the match where Santana put Nick's chewing gum in his mouth? Like this is the one thing I've I've remembered about this match. Like Nick or Matt, like I think it was Nick.
oh,
Nick,
here.
yeah, Nick spit his chewing gum in his face, and he just picked it up from the ground and put it in his mouth. And I'm like, oh, you sick fuck! I think that this was the match.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's weird. Well, damn cage match doesn't have it in their system, so that's why I missed it.
Hmm.
That that's weird. Um, that actually bothers me. But yeah, 21-minute match. Hmm. I thought they wrestled solo or like had a match, but huh?
Yeah, Full Gear 2019 was
Yeah,
yeah, it was at the very beginning of AEW. Like it's
yeah, yeah. That was
Mhm,
what their
mhm.
third paper, second. No, you had All Out. That was their second pay per view, wasn't? No, you had Revolution. No, that was their second pay per view.
Wait,
What?
like Double or Nothing,
All Out, then Full
All
Gear.
Out, then Full Gear. They're third.
Yeah. So number three.
Revolution was with the Young Bucks and Ken.
Okay,
Uh,
then that got me to pop. I do say that a lot. I noticed. That's
yeah, you have.
that is weird. But okay, damn it. Now I'm gonna try not to be saying that. The the one match I did not like was the Wardlow
it made zero sense.
Yeah,
it made
I was
zero
like,
sense.
I'm like, I like Wardlow. Don't go. I'm like, just let's be careful here. But I just did not like how they.
I'm a realist, okay? Like I lose my shit every time I see Wardlow, but that did not make any sense. Like one of these 30,000 people was pinned on the shoulders, and the rest of them were pinning him. Like this made no sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed watching like Wardlow kicking the crap out of 20 men. That came out wrong. So okay, like never mind. Like you get my point, you know.
I got you. Your guy Miro, he's gonna win that belt. He's gonna win.
He sure is. He's gonna win it. He's gonna come to my bar with that.
Yeah.
It's totally happening. I'm sorry. Like I love Ethan, but the right person won in this match. And I'm not saying that because it's me. I'm not like, maybe I am, but come on, like it's Miro. Like God sent him on this earth to win that belt and come drink shots with me. Like,
yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, and I liked how you showed me that tweet the other day, and yeah, I hope that happens because that would be.
It's cool. So happening.
Oh yeah,
it is so happening. I'm gonna piss my pants.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Other than that, the Tony Storm and Britt Baker had a good one.
Oh Jesus!
Britt Baker.
Oh my God! That
Britt Baker.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Britt Baker, man, she sold her ass off. She got a lot of people.
She got me fooled.
Yeah. I was impressed. And
I'm
always impressed.
I was mad, and this is how you know that you got me. Like I was like, why would you do that? Like people get really injured in matches. Like, why would you do that? And I was like, okay, I'm getting worked, so that's the point, you know? Like,
yeah. Well, that was the thing too with Jungle Boy the other night. Like, I remember after the show, they took him out on the stretcher, and a lot of people on Twitter was like, he's really hurt. Tony Khan's concerned. It's like, well, no, he just sold it really well. You know, just he's doing his job. They're just good at it. So, but yeah, that was Dynamite. It was pretty good, and might as well, since we're talking about Dynamite, might as well just go ahead and preview AEW Rampage. Whew, I wish I could watch it. I'm going to record it because I'll be on my way back home. But my guy Dante Martin taking on John Moxley. I'm excited to watch that.
Poor Dante.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'm glad he gets to wrestle him, but I'm also like, oh,
sad.
Yeah, I'm sad for him. Jade Cargill defending her TBS title against Willow Nightingale, which is awesome. That Willow's going to be wrestling on TBS or on TNT tonight. Bobby Fish versus Darby Allin. This is the first time.
Immortal Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish, you got to visit the St. Louis Arch since for the first time since he helped build it in the 60s. So that's good.
Stop it.
I love doing that. Then you have Austin and Colton Gunn teaming up with Max Caster versus Bear Country and Leon Ruff.
Did you hear that Matt Caster rap?
I didn't. I did not hear it, but I did. I mean, I heard that he did rap like something, but about Vince. But I do not know what it was. I did not hear it. But was it good? Was it? You can tell me what it was, or you can. Well, maybe somebody probably wants to.
I'm not gonna.
We don't want to spoil it. So.
Yeah, but like Max Caster being Max Caster.
Yeah.
Like
so if you saw it in chat, don't say anything because we know people might want to not get it spoiled. So we'd appreciate it if you don't spoil it.
Mm.
Well, let's go ahead and should we go ahead and just do our first? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Our first Forbidden Door.
It is a Forbidden Door. It's
yeah,
a Cooper effect.
Yeah, I know. Rob. Well, I was here.
You ruined it.
I know.
It's okay. It's our first day.
Yeah, it's my first day.
It's no biggie. Guys, today I'm gonna tell you how dogs became the perfect human companion thanks to a gene that lowered their stress, which is actually a new study that's going around. I'm just gonna read from the article because believe me, I've been working for 4 years. I did not memorize that. Dogs became man's best friend because of a gene that lowered their stress and made them more relaxed around people, according to a new research from Japan. Descended from wolves, the domestication of dogs, which enabled their special relationship with humans, has baffled evolutionary experts for decades. Now, a team at Azabu University, I'm sorry if I'm butchering the crap out of this, reckon that they solved the riddle. Dogs carry two mutations of gene, which produces the hormone cortisol, natural's built-in alarm systems released during fear or anxiety. The dog's emergence has been tracked back to wolves, scavenging leftovers discarded by early humans on the edge of settlements. Over generations, their offspring became bolder and and moved even close to people as they railed on. In time, humans saw the animals as natural allies and began training them to be better hunters and herders. So it looks like I've never thought about that. Like
Yeah.
why do dogs so easily become attached to people and I always said that, well, because we're feeding them, like
Yeah.
why don't they like, but it turns out it's not about that.
Yeah.
uh
They're just awesome. That's why I love the other saying that is, all dogs go to heaven, because
yes, well, like come on, cats go to heaven too.
yeah, they just spend some time in purgatory first. That's all.
Oh yeah, sure, like it's okay, but like they go to heaven afterwards.
I
They
know.
can like with their nails on clouds
Yeah, there you
and
go.
like
Okay.
chase pigeons. I hate pigeons.
They,
They're rats with
well,
wings. I hate the
yeah,
fuck out of
that's how
pigeons.
I feel about owls. So,
Oh, come on. Like, where's my owl? I forgot to buy an owl.
oh,
I would like to buy an owl.
mhm.
Like I would like to buy a vowel.
Vowel, yeah, AEIOU. Um, well, let's talk about some Sasha Banks news.
That conveniently came out while the other thing was coming out,
Yeah. So
which is
on
not suspicious at all.
Yeah. So Wednesday night, Raj Giri of Wrestling Inc.
All
Reported.
the love to
Yeah,
Raj,
he's
by the
he's
way.
awesome. So he
All the
reported
love.
that Sasha Banks was released. He didn't know if she requested it or if WWE did it. Um, Sean did some looking into it. He was not able to confirm it, but like he said in his tweet, that he he trusts Raj, like, and just like I do, like that's the thing. And part of me thinks that maybe there's two different ways to look at it. Maybe somebody jumped the gun, obviously. Maybe, or maybe it did happen. Maybe they're just saying, "Hey, we're doing this," but part of it is we won't announce it this week because of everything that's going on. But maybe there's something else added to this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's a I guess I'm just saying, a like something was added for it to not be talked about. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
because they have enough shit going on. Is probably what the way they look
Oh,
at it.
like yeah, they're probably like what can we do now? Like
We'll let you go, but you can't say a damn thing this week. Okay, that's what it
yeah.
is. So it's like maybe that's what it is. Like, hey, we'll let you go, but you can't say anything, and then we'll cut we'll cut 10 days off or whatever it is, something like that. You know. But do you think my first question, do you think she was released?
I literally can't believe it. Like, it's Sasha Banks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Like,
that's
how do you let go of that?
I don't know. I don't know.
How?
It's baffling. You don't like it's. I mean, she left because something didn't make sense, and everybody. Okay, you might not agree with the way she did it, but I mean, you don't agree with the way she did it, but you get it. You know what I mean? Like I don't agree with the way you did
Yes.
it, but so that's what my
She
thing
knows
is.
her worth,
Yeah,
and she left because she's not getting it. Like,
yeah,
it's that simple. Like, we're not touching on the subject whether if it was a good look on her or not. Like, she did what she had to do for herself because she thought it was the right thing to do at the time, and I still believe she thinks it was the right thing to do. And as a Sasha Banks fan, she's like, I love Sasha Banks, and she's one of my favorites right now, man or female. So I respect her decision, and that's about it. Like,
yeah,
if you release Sasha Banks, you're basically like giving views on a silver platter
yeah.
to another company. Or if she decides to, quit wrestling and just go to Hollywood, which I can see that happening, but she will return at some point because she loves wrestling.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hell, she's even said in the interviews that when she was underage, she used to sneak into uh, first wrestling independent shows, which they did at a bar like club called First Avenue across from Target Center tonight. Like
Yeah.
so she used to sneak in and go watch wrestling there, and that's where, like, she even said, like, one of the first matches she ever saw, there was a guy named Tyler Black that was wrestling, which Seth Rollins, and it's kind of fascinating to hear like that kind of story because. I mean, she was at the same show. Like, she she lived in Minneapolis for a while. She went to the Eddie Guerrero tribute show. She was like me; she didn't know it happened until she got there, which sucked. And I was a guy that was hard. Like, I was on the internet, but that day I just did not get on because I was hanging out with friends that day watching football. And then I
The
get there and
wrong football.
whatever. So
At some point, we're gonna have Jared on our After Dark show, and you're gonna talk about football, and I'll be like,
well, I promise I won't go that far into it.
well, he will.
Well, I know,
Like,
but
he does it for a living.
yeah, I know, but I don't know. We'll try to we'll try to not do it. How about that? But anyways, so yeah, and I'm curious in chat. Like, I see, like, Corey says, I can't wait for Sasha to debut as Sasha Treasury. I like that. But
Corey, you're a gem.
yeah. So my question in chat, and you can say it real quick. I'm just curious. Do you guys think she was released, or do you think it's something that's going to happen soon, like I said, or do you think? I'm just curious what some of you think. Did it happen, or will it happen, or will things get fixed? Basically, I just kind of want to see people's opinion on this. The other thing I want to talk about real quick is Randy Orton, who was having a great time teaming with Riddle. He was having a blast, he said. It was no secret that word went around word went around, like Sean even said, that he was really enjoying himself, like being part of this tag team and just having fun.
He literally said it on the mic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the F word. You're my friend.
Yeah.
And I popped for that.
Yeah. So, and that was the thing. Like, he was having fun, and unfortunately, he's hurt right now, and they think he, like Sean reported yesterday on Fightful Select, he might be out for the rest of the year.
This
which
sucks so much.
sucks. I mean, and
So
damn,
much.
you look how many great people we've lost for long-term injuries. Cody Rhodes, uh, Randy Orton, Kenny Omega, CM Punk. I could keep going on.
Danny
Just
O'Brien,
yeah,
Brian Danielson.
yeah, like just how many people that we've we've lost and um from injury, and it's like, and hopefully we get somebody like Bailey back pretty soon,
Oh
and
my god!
I'm
If
hoping
they're
Money in the
saving
Bank.
her, if they're saving her for the Rumble, I will tear my hair off.
I'm hoping they're saving her for Money in the Bank's what I'm hoping
Yes,
for.
like do the Goldberg, have her come out and just get the briefcase herself, not be in the match. Like,
Yeah,
don't be on the match and then disappear again. Like,
yeah. Rodney George, or I assume it's Jorge, but Rodney George says, "Is Riddle winning tonight?" At first I thought
no.
there was a. I'll say this. At first I thought there was a small possibility until this thing hit, until everything hit the fan. Because with the allegations with Riddle's history, this would be
They're
this
not
would be
gonna
a
do that.
disaster, and
Like,
they're not
yeah.
gonna they're not
Like,
gonna go that route.
wait. Are they? Like,
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You would assume they don't, but it's like they say, you never know what's going to happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
yeah.
But man, it's
I'm
just
I'm sorry for sniffing. Like, my allergies just came back. Like, I have no idea what that is, but it's really irritating my nose and my teeth and my sinuses and everything.
that sucks.
Yeah, yeah. This is just one of the perks of today. It's
Yeah, you had a case of beer fall on your head, and now you have allergies, and geez, and then you have Vince McMahon
and the
tonight.
stupid Vince McMahon did what he did.
Yeah, and well, the good news is we were talking earlier that we don't know if we'd have enough time to do Slammiversary predictions, and
Yeah.
we do now, so that's cool. Are you? I think I know this answer, but I'm going to go ahead and ask it anyways. Are you going to be watching Slammiversary live?
I'm sure as hell not watching.
Like I said, I already know the answer, but I was gonna I'm like, okay, I'll ask. You
Yeah,
never
I'm
know.
gonna have a day off Sunday. I'm just gonna do all sorts of things I can't talk about on the show.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah,
So,
moving on. Okay, so let's
I'm gonna need you to explain me the rules to that Queens match
okay, I'll get there.
because I,
Yeah. Yep,
go.
I'll get there. Let's go ahead
Trent 7 hit Tyler Bate in the balls last night. By the way,
let's go ahead and
telling
talk
people.
about that first before we go into
What?
Slammiversary. Well, no, because I did not get to watch it, so I wanted to ask like what led up to that.
Well, he was pulling out a Mark Henry, and he was trying to fool people that he was retiring. And he hugged Tyler Bate for half an hour, and then he hugged him from behind because they're pals, and then he just and I was like, what? And you because there's like so little crowd, like there are like 50 people in the crowd at NXT UK, and he was just, and you can hear someone saying, "Don't do it, don't do it." Like, we all knew where things were going. All right, like,
Yeah.
okay, as pissed off I am at them for breaking up Mustache Mountain, I'm really, really, really pissed off at that. But if they don't have this match, Bate against Trent 7 at Cardiff, I'm gonna be pissed as hell, even more so, because this is a big match. Like, I don't know if WWE realized that UK fans love Mustache Mountain, and they deserve a big ass payoff for this. And I don't know if you heard Alex McCarthy when he was feeling for you. on the show while you were having
Yeah, I
technical
didn't get to hear.
difficulty.
Yeah, I didn't hear shit during that. But
Yeah, okay. So he said that he actually spoke to Trent Seven, and he said that he was extremely disappointed that this didn't happen at a takeover.
yeah,
You know, their breakup didn't happen at a takeover. It happened on a random episode of NXT UK,
yeah,
like them losing the belts, them stirring the pot, and now this week they have that fucking payoff with them. You know, just and it was uncomfortable to watch, you know, because Tyler Bate is just so incredibly, and just you know, Trent Seven was, you know, I don't think it would have worked out the other way around if Tyler Bate. I don't think Tyler Bate has babyface written all over him. Like he cannot be a heel. Like come on, like
yeah,
it does not work that way. So they split them up officially, and if this is the only thing I'm gonna say, like if this match needs to be at Cardiff, and it makes me even more pissed that I'm not gonna be on the show because that match is gonna be a banger.
yeah, yeah. It will be. And I will eventually watch NXT UK this weekend rather. So I'm anxious to see
Every
it.
match on the card was a 4.5 star match.
Nice.
Like every other week, you know? Like every other week. NXT UK puts on bangers every week.
Yeah,
And no
I've
one
been.
watches it.
Yeah, well, yeah, me, you, and like 6 other people. So
Yeah.
um, it's and that's what I like. I tell my friend who stopped watching WWE, like, or who stopped watching NXT a while ago. He's like, it's just not as good. I'm like, if you want something that's remotely close to it, NXT UK. And I go, if you don't like it right away, you will get into it, like, because it's what it feels like. It feels like the NXT that you liked.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what I tell them. I've liked it, and I go, I don't look at it like I'm like, yeah, it sucks that the people you do like when they move overseas, they get their name changed. I go, yeah, that part sucks, but it's still. I mean, the way I look at it is they're still there, and it's good wrestling. So, I mean, that's a way to look at it, I think, and and I say that to everybody. Like, if somebody asks, I really do. I actually prefer NXT UK over
NXT 2.0.
well, that and both the AEW Dark shows. That's just my preference.
As I said on the show, I stopped watching AEW
Yeah,
Dark and Dark Elevation. I like imagine me trying to watch Dark and Elevation during the last couple of weeks. Like,
yeah.
no way.
Oh, well, we got another super chat from our friend Eric Freeds. Sorry to hear this, man, but he says, "Hi, Rob and Maggie, and the people of chat. Been having a crap week, but wanted to jump on and say hey, and hope all is great." Well, man,
Do
I'm
you want
sorry.
me to kick your week's ass? You know?
Okay. Well,
Okay.
well, I'm sorry you're having a shitty week, but I definitely hope it gets better, man. You've been very supportive of us, and even if you weren't supportive of us, I definitely would hope your week gets better because you've been a great person, and it sucks, but I definitely I definitely hope it gets better, and yeah, it sucks. We've all been there, and yeah, I'm sorry it's going for you, but it will get better, and as Kenny says, just whoops. Whoops again. Whoops. There we go. There you go. Stay up, my friend. That's the best way to do it. And
So you want us to talk about Slammiversary now?
yeah, let's do it. So there you go. Ryan Sullivan said it best too. You didn't bring it down, man. You did not bring it down. We just want we want you to have a
We
good
want
week.
the best to everyone.
Yes.
Yes.
You did not bring it down, man. We're glad you're here. So you asked about Queen of the Mountain, so we might as well start with that. So how the Queen of the Mountain works is it's um it's kind of like a
See, even you don't know.
no, I have it. It's just I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. So there's a ladder. It's kind of like a ladder match. Okay, so before a wrestler can climb the ladder and take down the belt to win, they must score they must get a pinfall or submission. Um, Once they get that, they become eligible to climb the ladder.
And the person who got pinned or submitted is in a penalty box.
Correct.
This is the same show where they're gonna have a reverse battle royal.
Yes.
This is too much for me.
The reverse battle royal, which is yeah, that's interesting.
No, it's not.
No, well, I mean, you know, what I'm saying is just like, from the way you made it sound, it is interesting because you have that match, you have the reverse battle royal, you have the Queen of the Mountain Knockouts Championship. It's just like,
you have Sami Callihan.
Yeah.
You have Sami Callihan on your show. This needs to be the most talked about match with fucking Moose.
Yep.
He has to kick his head off and, be Sami Callihan.
Yep. So yeah, that's the Monsters Ball match. So you got Moose versus Sami Callihan. This one I'm actually having a hard time with trying to decide. I think they're going to go with Sami Callihan.
They must.
Yeah.
He just came back.
Yeah. So you have I'm not going to predict the reverse battle royal because I don't know who's in it.
No.
So I'm going to just skip that one.
It's unpredictable. The Queen of the Mountain match, like, do you see? I can't believe Jordynne Grace isn't Knockouts champion. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, give this woman a title. I'm saying she wins the title. Jesus,
I hope
fuck.
so.
I hope so. I'm pulling it out on the universe. Like, Jordynne Grace deserves this championship.
Yeah, I'd be perfectly fine with that, or her, or Deanna. With the in the Queen of the Mountain Knockouts Championship, you have Tasha Steelz defending her title against Deanna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green, Mia Yim, and Jordynne Grace, with Mickie James being the special guest enforcer. Speaking of Mickie James, I hope Johnny Ace gets a trash bag when he gets let go.
You jerk.
Well, nah, not really. Impact Tag Team Champion.
No, it's a good thing.
Yeah, in the Impact Tag Team Championship, the Briscoes defending their Impact titles against the Good Brothers. I think the Briscoes retain, but the thing yeah. What I was gonna say,
like with that Forbidden Door thing. I don't know.
With the way that it looks like Bullet Club's getting pushed around or pushed, I can see the Good Brothers winning though. I can see it, but we'll see. You have the Impact Digital Championship with Rich Swann defending his title against Brian Myers.
I don't care.
Oh
no! Wait, let me do the thing. I don't give a fuck.
I forgot to save that, by the way. I saved it, but I forgot to save it on here. Is what I meant. Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go with Brian Myers.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Okay. Why not? Like, it'll be too soon for Brian Myers and Cardona to have a match, though.
Yeah, and I don't even know how long Cardona is going to be out with his injury.
Yeah, he's going to be. Yeah, okay. Yeah, add Cardona to that list. Jesus.
Yeah, so you have the... go ahead.
On those injured wrestlers, yeah.
Yeah. So you have the Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship, The Influence, which is Madison Rayne and Tino Dashwood, taking on Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary.
Title change.
Yeah, I could see that definitely happen. Taya and Rosemary winning those titles. Why not? So I agree with that one. You have the Ultimate X Impact Division Championship. Ace Austin.
Best card.
Yeah.
Best match. One. Yes.
Ace Austin defending his title against Kenny King, Speedball Mike Bailey, Trey Miguel, Alex Zane, and Jack Evans.
Here's the thing: if Ace Austin didn't just join the Bullet Club, I would have been sure that he was losing that title, because, like, I can't believe that Speedball Mike Bailey isn't holding gold. Like, they gave away Mike Bailey versus Trent Miguel last night for free. This was such a good match. Like I couldn't get my eyes off of it.
Yeah,
But just goes to show you, everyone from the X division, when they have a match against each other, it's guaranteed to be a match of the night.
Mike Bailey is one of my favorite guys to watch. He's just awesome.
Yes, he's so mesmerizing.
Yeah. So, you have.
I think Ace Austin will retain. Like
Yeah.
joining Bullet Club must mean something.
Yep, that's exactly.
But Alex Zane, oh my god! Like, if people aren't familiar with Alex Zane, I hope that they get to see what he can do.
Oh, absolutely.
The guy's insane.
You have the Impact World Championship. Josh Alexander defending his title against Eric Young.
He's not losing.
Yeah, Josh Alexander's going to retain. So that's Impact Slammiversary taking place on Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, live from Nashville, where they pretty much do every show in Nashville. So that's going to happen this weekend on Sunday, and I will be hosting the pre-show on Fightful Select. Maggie, I don't know if you're going to be there for
I'm not doing anything.
Okay, I didn't think so. But I did. I know that our guy Chris Doc Mueller will be on there.
Okay.
So he's going to be there. And
we love you, Doc. By the way, we know you're watching.
Yes, I'm a big fan of his.
And his voice.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well. Yeah. But not. Yeah. Never mind.
Moving on.
Yeah. Well, you made things odd there. Now. Well, let's go ahead and, since we got about 5 minutes left, let's go ahead and do our last.
Cooper effect. Jesus,
I had it, but the video's not working, so.
It's okay. It's fine. We can do without a video. We decided to give the Cooper effect this week to Steven Jensen, as he is not feeling too well. And we just needed to show our support and all our love. Steven is such a wonderful guy. Like, he knows wrestling so much, and he's one of the few who prefers independent wrestling. Does not watch Raw and SmackDown. I suppose he will watch SmackDown tonight though. But like, he's such a good dude. He's incredibly funny as well. He likes to brag about wrestlers following him on Twitter, but like, you can get that pass. Like, it's we love Steven Jensen, and we wish him a speedy recovery as soon as possible.
Yeah, Steven is an amazing person. He's one of the two people that I've met at Fightful. I met Sean at Full Gear, and I met.
Let's not talk about Full Gear.
Okay, Full Gear 2019. And I met Steven last October when I was driving through Atlanta. He's a great guy. Just fantastic person to talk to. One of the nicest guys you'll ever talk to too. He is fantastic. Right now, like Maggie said, he even said it on Twitter today. So if you follow him, but he has COVID. But hopefully he'll be fine there.
He will kick COVID's ass. It's not. Yeah. And Scott, thank you for mentioning that in the chat.
Yep.
His Weekender podcast is a must listen.
Yeah. Yeah. If you look, I promote it anytime I'm doing like Fightful Select reviews. I promote his show. It's absolutely, in my opinion, it's worth the $5 alone right there, because if you like GCW, if you like NXT UK, he covers everything. Basically, if you miss it, he covers it, like for independent wrestling and dark and stuff like that. So fantastic person. He and I, Maggie, no comment here, but him and I both love football. And we're hoping to be able to do a football show, hopefully on Fightful. So we're hoping that happens. So this fall. So, but he's a great dude, and just get better, dude. That's all we could really say. this week I talked to Maggie before we went on. I did not want to do jokes of the week because the jokes I had were didn't feel appropriate today.
Yeah, having in mind what we did.
Yeah, I had jokes, but I didn't think they would be wise,
appropriate.
Yeah, so and I didn't have like the dad jokes I had were not. It's like hell with it. So we just went a different route. So instead of doing that, we decided we would save Maggie's reaction video for last. And before we go, you'll see us again before we go. But I also want to just say one last thing. Do us a huge favor, hit that like button, that thumbs up, and leave a comment.
I think you muted yourself. Did you mute yourself?
Sure did.
But... yeah, the great muter.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Eric. I just saw this. No, I'm not on the Bang bus. I got fired. It was a good run. It was a good run. I got to drive it for 5 minutes until they had enough. I wasn't paying attention to the road. I was paying attention to something else.
So yes, like the video, share the video, leave us a comment. Please subscribe to Fightful Select. We will be going over there in 15 minutes or so, and we will be joined by Jackie. And yeah, we're gonna talk a lot about FTR. And if you like tag team wrestling, you might want to watch the show.
Yeah. So yeah, again, do us that huge solid. Hit that thumbs up. And leave a comment, please. And here you go. Maggie's reactions to AEW Dynamite from June 15th. And like I said, you'll see us before we say goodbye.
I'm not going to sing along to this. Run away. This song is so stupid. Should have said my mind. Kick out. Kick out. Wardlow. Dax Hardwood versus Dolph Lundgren must be the biggest Forbidden Door match we're ever gonna get. I don't care what everyone says. He looks exactly like him. Mom, Dolph Lundgren is wrestling. It's Maggie, your daughter. Hello? Sacrifice! 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 Party! Woo! No, 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 no. Oh my God. Oh, this is all out 2019 all over again. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now. How much money did you spend on that?
I got it for free, actually.
You what?
my brother used to sell like on Amazon. Used to sell like he was like a vendor or something. I don't know. And that came back like the box came back damaged, and he just wrote it off and just gave it to me. So he's like, "You used to watch that shit," is what he said, and he's like, "Here."
Jesus,
So,
that's a huge ass belt, Rob. Why did you just send me this? I'm kidding. Don't send me.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Let me just make sure we didn't have any more super chats. So
I don't think we did.
but that was good. That's what we call good shit, pal.
Yeah.
But yeah, check us out on Fightful Select here. Gonna go to
Yes, sacrifice
yeah.
$5 from your
Yes.
mom's credit card.
Whoa. Yeah, and there's one thing that you guys need to know, okay, before we even go off the air. This is very important.
Look at all those chickens.
And I can't forget about this either. This is very important too.
Sacrifice! 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 Sacrifice!
And
Happy anniversary!
okay, that's it, everybody. If you hear about a guy that gets in the ring tonight, it's not me, I promise. And if he's not wearing a Fightful shirt either, it's not me. It's really not. So see you on Fightful Select. Hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment. One of us will respond in the comments just to say thank you, and maybe even respond if you have a question. But Maggie, where can they follow you at?
Oh, see, I forgot about this. About this.
Yeah, see,
this
you
week.
dropping the ball.
Yeah. Yes, it's the head over the head. I'm sure. You can follow me on Twitter at Maggie_IK and on Instagram at Maggie.IK.
And you can follow me at Rob Wilkins on Twitter. And you can follow me on Instagram at Rob Wilkins Feifel, I think, whatever it is. You would think I'd remember this shit by now, but I don't. Anyways, guys, we will see you on Fightful Select for Coexisting After Dark. Otherwise, if you...
With Jackie!
Yeah, with Jackie. Otherwise, we will see you next week at 3 o'clock. Same time, same bat channel, blah, 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 blah. We love you. Bye.